Big Z Sports Extra Point Show live on our YouTube channel, starting off the 2025 high school football season. Here from the Dennison Yard and featuring the Claymont Mustangs. All here thanks
on it right now. He's trying to locate that paddle. It's
got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about hard work. Another thing, I'm going to shift gears here a little bit. This past weekend, hard work put in for the cross country, the early bird invite that you guys host every year. You said over 30 teams were there. Sounds like
the lady at the I think they call it in the previous couple years here, and and like I said, cross country. They had their first race last weekend, and they did fairly well too for being a first race. And we're looking at just building on that same success with volleyball. This weekend we're playing a team from down the road, and we host them every Saturday. Or every first Saturday we have like a junior high to high school game, and we call them the school down the road, but it's Indian Valley, and it'll be a packed house.
Absolutely.
As the Indian Valley alum, I knew that's what was coming
yes,
from him.
Yes.
So with all that in mind, I mean, it's still rather busy for you guys right now this time of year. Everyone just wants to think football, but you mentioned all those other things going on. So that's why we always advocate, and I know you would too.
Yeah.
If you can't make it to a football game, get out to any one of these athletic events.
Yeah, I mean, our kids know when people are there, and they know when they're not. I mean, if someone shows up to a golf match and you're walking around and nobody knows who you are, they're like, hey, who's that guy, or who's that lady, or is that somebody's grandma or grandpa? And then, I tend to get pictures of these people, and I'm like, oh, no, that's so-and-so. They're probably there to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, those are good phone calls to have, because that means people are getting out and about. I mean, we've given away 190 senior passes this year.
Oh, wow.
And we give those out for free to people that live in our community. And this year we're at 190, and I'm expecting tomorrow to give out at least another 10 to 20 for the football game Friday. And, it's exciting to know we're giving out more. I mean, my budget doesn't like it because that's just free people getting in. But I can say that it is also like one of those things. It's great when you see, the elderly in the community wanting to come and support the kids.
Mm-hmm.
There's that excitement that builds up, and when the older people in your community are excited, the younger people are as well.
Absolutely.
So it's guys like you guys doing stuff like this that helps build that excitement and that anticipation.
Well, we greatly appreciate hearing that. That's like Adam and I have just talked about not that long ago. That's the whole reason this exists in the first place. It's just to highlight all the hard work of the athletes, and of course the people who also go in and volunteer their time.
Yeah, and I mean, I look at you guys because you do so much stuff at our place that it's almost like you're a part of the team. I know you guys come in, and I'm prepared for you, and I make sure you guys got whatever you need. And
we appreciate that.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and I know you guys are always very thankful for, helping set up. And, another guy, I'm going to throw his name out, and I know you guys won't mind, is Casey Claxon. He shows up often, and he's kind of like having a little brother hanging around and, giving him a hard time and having fun with him because, you only get to see him a couple times a year, but it's always fun.
Yeah.
Giving Casey a hard time, that's never happened once, never. Well, Justin Jones, the Claymont Athletic Director, we really appreciate your time. And, hey, we look forward to seeing more great Mustangs athletics coming up.
Hey, thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And, go Mustangs.
Stay tuned. We've got more of the Extra Point Show built by the Keim Company coming up. We're going to be hearing from head coach Buddy White right after this.
When you think Italian food, think the Dennison Yard. A staple in Tuscarawas County for many years, the Yard has a menu that gives you plenty of options to enjoy, including pizza, pasta, steaks, chicken, sandwiches, salads, and more. Open 7 days a week, the Dennison Yard is open Mondays 4 to 9, and Tuesday through Sunday they open for lunch at 11. Visit the Dennison Yard on Facebook for featured menu items, specials, and to learn about catering options.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Dennison Yard as we're in the Keim Company Extra Point Show brought to you by the Keim Company, as I just said. And we are joined by the Claymont Mustangs tonight. And now we're joined by Coach Buddy White, who did have time for a cheese stick, so we got that taken care of.
We let him have one.
The timing was horrible. The food came out, but he just wanted a bite to eat. Well, Coach, obviously we touched on it with Justin, and we know what the hard work that this team has put in the off season. Just from a coaching standpoint, getting that victory last week at Harrison Central, just talk about what that meant for not only those kids but yourself.
Well, I tell you what, it's even bigger.
Oh, Coach, you got to flip on the mic.
Here,
We're going to blame
There we
Justin.
go.
He turned it off.
Justin,
All right, I'm sorry.
Justin set you up for failure.
No, but the bottom line is that I was thinking more about the community. I mean, the community is starving for the football team to be successful. After the game, during this week, I ran into people telling me that they had tears in their eyes when they saw us win, and it means a lot to these people here, and that's one of the things that, if I can do anything in my life, I want to bring the football program back because I know what it means to this community.
Yeah, I mean, it was so evident how much it did mean, just seeing what you mentioned, those people's reaction there at the field, but also, social media and things like that. And heck, you even had a fan who walked out of here and wished you guys good luck up going into next week.
Exactly.
How different is it, after last year coming off of a Week 1 defeat, now with a victory heading into Week 2, how much more positive energy has there been there around the team?
Well, you know what? When you win, I told the guys this. I was just talking to my fellas there, that when you win, you get to play in big games. Like for example, this week we have Smithfield. They won their opener. So, the place is going to be packed to watch us play Smithfield 1-1. Next week, it'll be an even bigger game if Fairless comes in here undefeated and we're undefeated. Mm-hmm. And that's fun because, when I was in Reynoldsburg, we played in big games. Those are fun, and I want these kids to experience that. I don't know yet how good we are. I know we're better than we were last year. But I can tell you this, that these kids put in the work. They deserve, to win. They really, really do. And, what it does by winning is justifies the things that we've been preaching all off season. They're starting to believe, and they believe in themselves, and that's really big.
And Coach, we stopped down earlier in the week, and one of the things that you had said to some of the guys, and even I think one of your assistant coaches, was like, look, the only thing we're guaranteed right now is 1-9. He goes, or you were like, we've done that before.
Right.
So being with that, obviously the history where it's been at in recent years, does it make it a little easier to keep them focused on and not getting complacent with one win, or, once things start to go good, just being good with that?
Well, that's one of the things that we talked about this week is you're not winners because you win one game, just like you're not losers because you lose a game. I said you become winners when you become consistent. You consistently win. Then people look at you as winners. And I said that, all we've done is at least we've tied last year's record, And then next week, if we win this Friday night, we'll be 2-0. Then I'll be talking about, well, the worst we can do is 2-8. We don't want no part of that. We'll just keep on, clicking them off, But I feel really good about the preparation. The practices are different after wins. They've always, through my experience, they're always different. The kids are jacked. They're ready they're looking forward to the next game because they had fun out there playing. And that was one of the things that I told the team before we went out there, and I said, you guys are going to love the way you play. And you're going to make a habit of it because it's so much fun to play hard, play harder than your opponents. I talked to them about the ingredients to winning, Number one, you gotta play harder than your opponents. Number two, you gotta play smarter than your opponents. You can't have no jumping off sides and holding, drive killing penalties, stuff like that. And number three, you gotta stay together. Like for example, I think about Jackson James. I personally believe he's one of the best players in Tuscarawas County and everything. He only had, one catch for 2 yards and one run for 4 yards. So that's a weapon we haven't even fired yet. and because when he goes off, you guys will be really amazed when he goes off. But we have players that can make plays. That makes a big difference. But the biggest difference of all is that we have a mature line. We can get into trenches and we can battle with most teams in the trenches, and
that's where it all starts.
That's where it all starts. That's why you imagine our line firing off the ball and Moose right behind them, and it can get ugly out there.
Well, I mean, it's and that's the thing that I wanted to make mention for sure too was last year was all those growing pains. You had to go through. As they say, you had to take your lumps basically to grow.
Yes.
And I'm sure you guys already saw some of those positive results from that in that Week 1 game.
Oh, definitely. And like I said, when we started the 21 club, the kids got excited. 21 club basically meaning that we went by the philosophy of if you do something 21 consecutive times, it becomes a habit. And that's exactly what happened. We challenged the kids to come to workouts 21 consecutive times. And what happened? It became a habit. After they reached 21, guess what? They were still waking up at 4:30 in the morning and coming to workouts. I mean, that was big, and so did I.
It changed your sleep schedule too.
Totally changed my sleep schedule because even on off days, I'm waking up at 4:30 and can't go back to sleep. So it ain't like, I get sleep in today. No, your body gets used to it, and like I said, that's and coming in there and seeing them. And this team, we got great senior leaders because those were the ones that were in there every day. They were in there every day working, and the young guys saw them in there, so they made sure that they come. Like I said, we averaged over 30 kids every day in the morning at 6 a.m.
Coach, I want to bring up last year one more time. And it was just because we talked so much last year.
Sure.
You had mentioned to me, I was about the midway point through the season, you said how if you could have only gotten a win or two in those first 5, how that would really have changed their mental mindset. Now that that's happened and you've gotten that initial win under your belt, or under their belt.
Yes.
Do you already see that difference just from the mental side of things, being crisper on plays and stuff like that?
I can tell based on this week's preparation. These kids are, they are preparing every bit as hard as they did last week because last week was a great week of practice, and I knew that we were going to play well at Harrison Central, and fortunately we played better than them, but. And I feel the same this week. These kids, they put in some work. We lifted 3 times, already, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. And I get in there and I tell them, hey, you're not lifting to beat Smithville. We're lifting to beat Ridgewood, Garraway, the teams down the road.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how much you lift, you ain't going to be that much stronger than you are now against Smithville. Everything that we do is something that carries us through the season. I said, fellas, I literally asked them, I said, have you guys really think about the playoffs? I said, I do. I said, now you can let me know, am I crazy thinking like that? And that's what I ask the team all the time. I tell them, I think big. And based on what I've seen against Harrison Central, if we can come in and play with that kind of intensity game after game, we're going to win games this year. And like I said, we only had 3 penalties that whole game. That was big.
Well, we look forward to seeing a lot more great stuff from the Mustangs this year, and we'll hope for just 3 more penalties against Smithville.
Or
right?
less.
Or less. We'll go for the less side.
There you go.
Head coach Buddy White for the Claymont Mustangs. His team 1-0 to start off the year. Coach, we appreciate your time as always.
You can get some pizza now.
Yeah, you get pizza. Yeah.
I think they saved you a couple slices.
That's what I was worried about. You guys would be having me up here, and they'd be eating and everything, and I get left with the crust.
We'll make sure Coach gets something.
Yes.
I got it. Hey, thanks a lot, fella. I appreciate you guys' coverage, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Stay tuned for more of the Extra Point Show built by the Keim Company.
When you think Italian food, Think the Dennison Yard. A staple in Tuscarawas County for many years, the Yard has a menu that gives you plenty of options to enjoy, including pizza, pasta, steaks, chicken, sandwiches, salads, and more. Open 7 days a week, the Dennison Yard is open Mondays 4 to 9, and Tuesday through Sunday they open for lunch at 11. Visit the Dennison Yard on Facebook for featured menu items, specials, and to learn about catering options.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
The Big Z Sports Extra Point Show, built by the Keim Company and live from the Dennison Yard. Stop on down and enjoy some great pizza, pasta, breadsticks. I know these guys already have. And some familiar faces if you're a fan of the Claymont Mustangs. And go ahead and introduce yourself if you guys could.
I'm Mason Bailey.
You got to flip on the mic. That's the second. Don't worry, it got coach too. Go ahead.
I'm Mason Bailey. I play receiver and DB for the Claymont Mustangs.
I'm Nolan McMorrow. I play outside linebacker and receiver.
All right, so for you guys, we'll focus on the offensives to start things off. So I got to know, whenever it comes to that quarterback-wide receiver connection, it's got to be something that in the offseason you obviously already established a pretty good connection. But last year, you guys already had a pretty good mark. I think, Mason, were you the one who had some records last year?
Yeah, I had one against Smithville, who we play this Friday, so I'm excited for that game.
Well, we'll see if you can do better off of that record.
That is the goal, yes.
Now, for both of you guys, what years are you in school?
I'm senior, and
We're both seniors.
So you guys have gone through kind of the, as I talked to Coach about, the growing process, to have to take your lumps, the growing pains. You get to start off the year 1-0, something that has not happened in a long time for Mustangs football. Run me through, not even necessarily right as the game ended, the last couple of minutes when you realized what was happening. How much excitement was there on the sideline?
I mean, it's a great feeling. We were all excited. It's a lot more fun when you're winning the game than when you're losing and you got the JVs in, but it's a great feeling. It really is.
Yeah, it really was a great feeling. I think we were all kind of like, when the JV came in, there was about like 3-ish minutes left, and we were all kind of by each other like, wow, it's a dub.
It's happening.
Yeah.
With Smithville coming up next, especially, the idea of going 2-0. Every week, they say it's a new season. You just focus on going 1-0 week in and week out. But you guys realize if you start off 2-0, just how good positioning you'd be in to start the year, don't you?
Right, yeah. No, if we got a good chance, starting off 2-0, it'd be a great start to the season.
Now, I will ask, because both of you play offense and defense, which side's more fun?
Honestly, I like defense more.
Okay.
I like tackling people,
Or picking off screen
Right.
passes, right? Yeah, as we got to see.
I like receiver more, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I drop a pass, it's not the end of the world. I let up a 70-yard touchdown there, calling for my head, so.
Well, you just don't let that happen, right?
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
So how long have you guys, you said you're both seniors, but how long have you actually played football together?
Oh, man. What's that? Since 8th grade?
I think so.
Yeah, 8th grade, so 5 years.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite thing in terms of the start of the year? I know we're already past all the off-season workouts and everything. Is there a favorite workout you have during the off-season and a least favorite workout you have to do?
Oh, definitely. I like the bench. It's easy.
Okay.
It's just pressing it.
That's
Boost
interesting for a wide receiver to have that answer.
Boost my
though.
ego a little bit.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. I don't like to do squat
Okay.
down there. Awkward position.
Nolan, how about you?
No, I like the squat. That's probably my
okay.
favorite. And then I'm not a big deadlift guy. So.
Well, you're a quarterback. Why are you deadlifting anyway? It's student athlete always. We always have to make mention of that. So a favorite subject in school?
I like math. No,
That is not
all
a
right.
common answer that we get very
I
often.
like math. It's not bad.
Big science guy.
Okay, those are both really not overly common,
yeah.
truthfully. So that's
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. How about the least favorite subject?
Ooh, least favorite. Say English. I hate writing. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not a big writing papers, reading kind of guy.
So for the English teachers, for both of them, just keep that in mind when they show up to school tomorrow. Anything that you guys maybe are planning in the near future? I mean, I know you still got the entire senior year left, so we don't want to rush that through, but maybe after high school, what are your plans?
I plan on being a real estate agent.
Okay.
Going out in the real world.
I'm not 100% right now, but I want to go to school. Not really sure for what.
Don't feel pressured. You don't have to know the answer right now. I didn't figure it out till like 2 months into college, so don't feel bad. And outside of that, too, favorite hobbies, activities, maybe anything you do outside of football, of course?
We've been playing poker a little bit.
Oh, really?
Starting that.
Okay. That's not. I don't think that we've ever had that answer either. Or is that yours the same answer as his?
Same answer. We're all in.
Fair enough. All in. Oh gosh. All right, there it is. Yes, Adam Sweski just said maybe there's radio in their future coming up. Anybody you want to say hi to today who might be watching?
Say hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Say hi to the Shanty crew. All those guys. They know who they are.
Do I even have to ask what that is? Okay, fair enough. I assumed as much. Well, Nolan and Mason, we appreciate your time, and hey, good luck heading into week 2.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We got more of the Keim Company Extra Point Show coming up after this.
When you think Italian food, think the Dennison Yard. A staple in Tuscarawas County for many years, the Yard has a menu that gives you plenty of options to enjoy, including pizza, pasta, steaks, chicken, sandwiches, salads, and more. Open 7 days a week, the Dennison Yard is open Mondays 4 to 9, and Tuesday through Sunday they open for lunch at 11. Visit the Dennison Yard on Facebook for featured menu items, specials, and to learn about catering options.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back. We good? Welcome back to the Dennison Yard as we are in the Keim Company Extra Point Show. And I'm joined with 2 more players now. To my left, Carson Golick. To my further left, Braylon Moose Mullen. Guys, real quick, I'll just ask you, after the week 1 victory, just tell me how that felt.
It felt amazing. I mean, you can't really ask for a better start to the year. I mean, it was great. First win since 2011, 2012. I mean, can't ask for a better start.
I mean, yeah, it felt great. I mean, that was a big thing going into it. We haven't had a win since 2011, and getting that win felt great. And the community really responded well with it after the win. You know, people telling us good job everywhere we go. It feels great.
It's got to be a good feeling to have. Obviously, you guys had the off-season workout. You guys obviously hit the weight room, and it shows right away. Out of those workouts, is there one that you guys you like the most?
Oh, I'd probably say bench.
You like benching?
I like benching. It wakes you up.
All right, Moose?
I like to squat.
Okay.
Yep.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll shift over to the school now. From the school side of things, what would be your favorite subject, I guess?
My favorite subject would be ELA.
ELA?
Yep, I like ELA.
Okay.
Writing.
Writing. Okay, I thought that's what that was, but I didn't want to. That's one of those classes. It's changed names since I've been in school a long, long time ago. Carson?
For sure. I'd probably say ELA or history. I love writing.
Okay, so you guys both love writing, and the last 2 hate writing. So, with that being said, what classes do you not like the most? Like, which one could you skip over and not? Math.
Math.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, you could skip over math.
I'm saying math too.
Okay.
Yep, not a big math guy.
All right. Well, we not trying. We paired you guys off very, very well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Pre-game rituals. Do you guys? I mean, is there a certain meal you like to have? Do you like to eat? What do you like to do on game day after you get out of school?
You got it.
Usually I grab a band. I start stretching myself out. Just calm myself down with some music, and I don't really eat before. I'm so nervous and butterflies are everywhere. I just can't eat. Can't bring myself to eat.
Okay.
I'd say mine changes every year, depending on how I do a certain game. So, but last game against Harrison Central, I had grilled cheese, and I think I'm gonna stick with it until it goes bad.
Till it fails you, right?
Yeah.
Till it fails
That's all I
you.
ate before.
Yeah. Now, do you have any rituals like? I mean, you know, you hear sometimes guys that they'll put the right sock on and the left sock, or they wear the same pair. Any weird stuff like that that you guys do?
No, I don't say I have anything weird like that.
Okay. Carson, no?
I don't got anything. I just take a nap before.
Take a nap.
Big nap guy.
Okay, so like, are you a guy that'll nap? Let's say, like last week, it was an away game.
Yeah.
Do you try to get a power nap in on the way to Caddis?
No,
No, once you get to the field, you're.
Yeah.
Oh.
I go home at like 9 o'clock, and I'm out from like 9 to noon, and then I wake up, go run a lap around my house.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, well that's. At least you know what you know what your body needs now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Other than football, obviously, what's something what do you like to do in your spare time?
Be with friends, be with my girlfriend. I love spending time with my loved ones.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I like to golf.
Golf?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
love golfing.
So what's your favorite course?
Favorite course? I like Five Waters just because it's close.
Yeah.
Not that expensive.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll switch it up, go Black Gold or somewhere. But
Okay.
mostly I stick around here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did some golfing in my day.
Yeah.
Golf's one of those sports you feel like you're getting good at it, and then if you have to step away for any period of time, you go back and you're like, man, I'm horrible.
Yeah, it gets frustrating.
It does. It does. I know homecoming is going to be coming. Going or not going?
I don't think I'm gonna be going this year.
Opting out?
I'm opting out.
All right.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I've kind of, with your last answer, I
Yeah.
kind of assumed you would probably be going to homecoming.
Yep.
That's probably also a good business decision.
That's
Yeah.
100% a good business decision. Don't want to deal with the upset.
Yes. Looking a little bit further ahead, after high school, do you have what's your goal there? What plans?
I'm gonna go to college for like a sports management degree.
Okay.
I want to become an athletic director one day.
You know what's funny is my daughter's she's a sophomore. She's going for sports management.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be an athletic director. That was just kind of weird that's exactly what you just said.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
I want to be a physical therapist assistant.
Okay.
So I'll have to go to college for that and everything. But
So you're going to dive into the medical side of things
A little bit, yep.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's all right. A little bit more of a challenge.
Yep.
Are you hoping to or wanting to play sports in school, or you're not really haven't thought that far ahead yet?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Some kids kind of know what they would like to do, but others, it's if it works out, great. If not, or some are just adamant they just don't. They'd rather focus on school.
Yeah.
So, if you had your choice when you come to the yard to get dinner, what would be your go-to meal here?
Some sort of pasta.
Pasta.
I like pasta.
Yeah. Meatball or no meatball?
Meatball.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Carson.
Big chicken Alfredo guy.
Okay.
I love chicken Alfredo so much, and theirs is good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it's always good to give a little shout out to those that are feeding you tonight.
100%.
So I figured I'd have you ask that question.
100%.
So, yeah. Well, hey guys, good luck this week. Hopefully you got enough food, and I know there's more coming. And it was great talking with you.
Yeah, great talking to you too.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Keim Company Extra Point Show right after this.
When you think Italian food, think the Dennison Yard. A staple in Tuscarawas County for many years, the Yard has a menu that gives you plenty of options to enjoy, including pizza, pasta, steaks, chicken, sandwiches, salads, and more. Open 7 days a week, the Dennison Yard is open Mondays 4 to 9, and Tuesday through Sunday they open for lunch at 11. Visit the Dennison Yard on Facebook for featured menu items, specials, and to learn about catering options.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
It is the Keim Home Center Extra Point Show, right here live from the Dennison Yard in the Twin Cities. I don't know why that's hard for me to say, but it's our first one of the year, and apparently Adam showed that it was the first one in the year, too. Thanks for tuning in on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get subscribed today if you haven't. Make sure your notification's on. You know when we go live, and we'll have all the updates from all your favorite area high school sports on our social media pages. More Claymont Mustangs joining us, so why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us what year you are. We had three times now.
My name is Brody Cameron. I'm a junior. I'm a left tackle and a defensive end.
My name is Ethan Fair. I am a senior, and I play middle linebacker.
All right, so it's the general question I've asked everybody, every player who comes up here. Which is better, offense or defense?
Defense, in my opinion.
Defense.
I was going to say we're getting head nods from over there. Any particular reason, though?
Just be able to hit people.
I knew that's always the answer, that it always is. So tell me a little bit about, what you guys do outside of football, too. I mean, obviously we know you're out there every Friday night, but any other sports or anything outside of football?
Yeah, I wrestle and I do track, and I'm in 4-H, too.
Poker with the guys and hunting.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. What are you showing 4-H?
I show hogs.
Oh, okay. So tell me a little bit about how you even started football. Was it something that you always wanted to do as a little kid? Is it something you picked up in high school? What's kind of the background for that?
Yeah, my dad always kind of pushed me to be in football, and I've always wanted to play too. Like I've always liked watching NFL and college football when I was little.
From little age, 3rd grade, started tackle and fell in love with it.
That's usually how that goes.
Yeah.
You start from a young age. Everyone wants just to keep playing, of course. And maybe what's your favorite memory throughout all the years of playing football thus far? Doesn't have to be high school. It can even go all the way back to earlier years.
Probably this week 1 win.
That's a good answer. And it's spoken like a true senior, too. You guys have gone through some tougher years for Claymont football, but now starting off 1-0, perfect record so far. I asked some of your teammates this, but just how much fun was that? Not only the bus ride home celebrating that, but just being there on the sideline after getting that win.
Yeah, it felt great. It really, I could tell it did a lot for our community. Like, everyone was excited for us and happy that we pulled out a win.
It was great just seeing the whole community in the bleachers standing up and cheering for us.
Mm-hmm. And that pizza that you guys got today probably tastes a little bit better after a win.
Yeah.
So what about with the student-athlete side of this? I asked your teammates this too. Favorite subject in school?
Mine's history.
History, okay, that's a good
History.
answer. Okay, that's more of a common answer that we get, truthfully. Maybe a least favorite subject?
Probably English.
English or math? Yeah.
Why is it always English? I never understand that. Math, I can understand. What? See, Adam got the, okay, whatever. Anyway, so outside of that, too, you already kind of mentioned some of your hobbies. You mentioned some of the other sports that you play. Conditioning and off-season work. You always have to do that with every sport that you play. Is there a favorite workout that you have or a least favorite workout? Doesn't have to just be for football. It could be for other sports, too.
Probably the 6 a.m. lifting.
But no, I thought Coach White said you guys love that.
Yeah, we liked it.
Oh, that was your favorite one.
Yeah, that was my
I
favorite.
got you.
Yeah.
Definitely 6 a.m. lifting, going and bench pressing and hitting arms. It's probably the best one.
Now you got to do the least favorite, though.
Probably wrestling conditioning.
Okay. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Probably boot camp.
Oh, okay. We haven't gotten wind sprints yet. I don't even know if you guys still do those or not.
I don't think so.
Sideline to sideline, anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, gassers. That's what it's called. Boy, I'm getting old. That's what I'm finding out. Looking ahead, the rest of the season coming up. You got Smithville coming up next. You guys, I'm sure, remember last year's game too. What is something that maybe a personal goal that each of you have that you want to see in week 2? It could be as simple as getting another win, but maybe something on the personal side, X amount of tackles or good block set, anything like that?
Yeah, I at least want to get a sack this game and then pull out a win. Is probably the ultimate goal for me.
Well, only one? You want more than that, right?
Well, I want every win. But
As a team, we got to cut down on the missed tackles, and that's about it.
Okay, it's more short tackling.
Shutout too, yeah.
Get a shutout. Okay, those are both really good. You guys were close.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that what you were really hoping for?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha. Anything outside of the sports that you play? You mentioned with hunting. Anything else that you guys like to do?
Baseball, big baseball guy.
Okay, all right. Favorite teams that you got, maybe?
Guardians.
Okay, good answer.
How, dude? Yeah.
How about for you?
I like to fish sometimes.
Okay. Any favorite professional sports teams? Or college? You could do college
Ohio
too.
State.
Okay, another really good answer. Well, guys, we really appreciate your time and coming in here. I hope you enjoyed the pizza, and we look forward to seeing you in week 2, and we'll see if you guys can get those goals.
Oh yeah, thank you for having us.
Stick around. We got more of your Keim Home Center Extra Point show. We'll be wrapping things up right after this from the Dennison Yard.
When you think Italian food, think the Dennison Yard. A staple in Tuscarawas County for many years, the Yard has a menu that gives you plenty of options to enjoy, including pizza, pasta, steaks, chicken, sandwiches, salads, and more. Open 7 days a week, the Dennison Yard is open Mondays 4 to 9, and Tuesday through Sunday they open for lunch at 11. Visit the Dennison Yard on Facebook for featured menu items, specials, and to learn about catering options.
We invite you to discover Keim Home Center in Charm, Ohio. Keim is your destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. From renovation and building projects to custom millwork needs, our team of experts work with both homeowners and professionals to bring your vision to life. Visit Keim Home Center in Charm or online at keimhome.com. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
Your Big Z Sports Extra Point show built by the Keim Company, wrapping up here from the Dennison Yard. And Adam, it's really cool getting to talk to the Mustangs. Not only just we always appreciate their time and hearing more insights about some Mustangs football, but the fact that they sit at 1-0, and you could tell it's all smiles, it's all good, positive attitudes. But something tells me when Friday rolls around, the smiles and such will go away and the business face goes on.
I have a real strong feeling of that as well, because I think Coach White has probably talked about how the home opener. You played well last week, but you definitely want to play well in your home opener against Smithville, a team that kind of snuck one over on you last year, and you want to try to right that ship as well.
Well, that's kind of what I alluded to in the last set of questions we had there was, you guys haven't forgotten what last year's game was like. And that's something, they say football players and all athletes have to have a short memory.
Yes.
They don't, though.
No.
We know that.
In certain occasions, obviously, Coach White didn't want them thinking about this week's game before last week's game. But now that we're on this week's game, there might be a few things I'm sure brought up about just remember how last year ended. So, I just love doing these shows because being able to talk to the kids, really not even about football stuff, just asking them off-the-wall questions, letting them hang out, kind of relax a little bit, enjoy some food. And just kind of obviously they've earned that right to be able to do that, and they're working hard, and that's why I think these are I'm thankful, that we were able to do these for them.
Yeah, and we've got more of these on the way, obviously, every single Wednesday throughout this football season. And speaking of this football season, coming up on Friday, we got a few fun matchups coming into week 2.
There is a couple, yes. We're going to be on 99.9. Indian Valley will travel to Steubenville, so that's a big game that's circled on a lot of calendars. Our other game will be the Harrison Central Huskies. They're going to look to try to bounce back as they go to Newcomerstown to take on Dirk Gadd and the Trojans. Obviously, both teams looking for their first victory this year, so that should be a dandy. And then Dover, they play host to Maple Heights. That'll be on WJR Radio.
And I know the Crimson Tornadoes very much looking forward to getting into Crater Stadium this year.
Absolutely. And then the Quakers, they're traveling up to West Branch. That game will be on our YouTube channel. Obviously, they're trying to come up and get over their home loss they took last week against Louisville. So. Yeah, obviously, early in the season, you don't really know what everybody's doing and capable of quite yet. Heck, coaches probably don't even. There's probably still questions on their mind of, okay, can guys do this or do that? So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of week 2.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to bringing it to you, whether that's at 99.9, 100.9 FM, the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, WJER.com. social media, we're everywhere.
We are everywhere, and that's why we had to throw the word network at the end of it.
We just covered everything with that. Follow along with all the action on our social media platforms. As we already mentioned, get subscribed to our YouTube channel and buckle in because week 2 of the high school football season is on the way, coming up on Friday. Again, a big thank you to the Claymont Mustangs and, of course, the fine folks here at the Dennison Yard for hosting us. More of our Extra Point shows built by the Keim Company will be on the way on Wednesdays. For Adam, I'm Nick, and for Behind the Camera and Natalie, we appreciate your time.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.